Hi, I'm Sam, and this is Slow Snail Stitching, Flossmas edition, Vlogmas edition, whatever it's called. I'm here and I am vlogging for the month of December. So welcome. If you are coming along on this journey with me, get used to this background. This is where I spend an ungodly amount of my time, both professionally and personally. This is my work area. In front of me, I've got my computer monitor set up. It is also my stitching and craft area. A little combo situation we have going on. So yeah, I am super excited this month. I am not going to be posting every single day. I will try to film something every day, but I'm thinking right now, maybe for this first day only, I will post, just a video. And then after that, every couple of days as stuff comes up, I will film and then I will edit and get it up. So what is that going to look like? What am I going to film about for the full month? I've got a few things planned. Mostly it really will be more vlog style. If I'm doing anything with my hobbies or with my stitching, I will film it and take you guys along with the ride. Today, at least, I was thinking that I've shown my stitching journal a couple times on my Flosstube, and I always get messages on Instagram about it, like, what am I using? How am I setting it up? What am I tracking? So I thought today, as I am getting ready to start a new project, I would show you how I set that up in my journal to kind of track what I'm doing. This afternoon, my son's going to get home from school, and he is going to help me pick out our 2025, I keep almost saying 2026, our 2025 cross stitch pattern ornament. So I will curate a couple different ornament choices for him to choose from. He'll get to pick it out and say which one he likes the most, and I will cross stitch it and make it into our yearly ornament. So we'll do that this afternoon. For now, today is one of my busier work days. It's Monday, so I have all of my internal meetings getting ready to happen, but then also it is end of the month, it's invoicing time, so I will be doing that as well. So grab a cup of coffee, and I'm going to work for a little bit, and then we will do some journaling. All right, hello everybody. I'm taking a quick break from work. Wrapped up most of my meetings, everything I need to do for the day. So I thought I could come on really quickly and show you how I set up my journal for a new entry. I have tried many times to keep Notion. The Notion girlies are unreal. They have so much data. I keep spreadsheets for other hobbies, but this is definitely not one of them. I've just never been able to fully commit to a Notion or a spreadsheet for any of this stuff. So this is what I use. It is a Hobonichi memo notebook in the A6 size. It's a Moomin notebook. Actually, don't know what you guys can see right now. There might be a nasty glare on it. Sorry about that. Got some cute little stickers all over the place. Yeah, so all of my new projects go into this notebook. You can see some of my projects that I have before, that I've started on. Any notes about my floss tubes, reading stuff. We could do a whole flip through one of these days. But for today, let's do what we're here to do, and that is to start a brand new project. I'm gonna use my cute little writing board here, and to keep things neat, I'm gonna clamp it down. So whenever I am setting up a new page in my notebook, I like to do a few things. First and foremost, I really like to print out photos of the project so that way I can reference it in the future. I really just got this. This is the Lien instant photo printing system thing. It works fairly well. I went ahead and printed the picture of what I'm about to start, and that is going to be All Is Calm by Lila Studios. I know I said in my Flosstube I was going to start a Christmas tree. I think I still will, but I've had this in stash for a while, and I don't know, I'm just feeling a new start, and this is where my heart is leading me today. So I went ahead and got this printed out, and I am going to just, I think for this one, let's just like center it, right? Cool thing about these is that they are sticky on the back. It's like a big old sticker. So let's peel that off. And I'm gonna set it right here. Okay, it's not perfect. And honestly, I think I've got like this tripod above me, so this might not be as neat as they usually are. But couple things I like to make sure I write down whenever I am doing a new start journal is obviously I write down the name of the pattern. So it's All Is Calm. Next piece of info I write down is by who the designer is, and that is Lila Studios. Is it Lila Studio or Lila Studios? That doesn't look right. I think it's wrong. Whatever, that's fine. I'll get the point later. Then I like to have all the information about the fabric I'm using, and so in this case, what do I have over here? I've got some fancy floss. And this is gonna be a 28 count oaken by Picture This Plus. So we'll do 28 count oaken, Picture This Plus. If I make any changes to floss or just any alterations to this, I usually write it in here. So I've got some pages that have like full floss conversions. In this situation, I'm not converting anything. So I will go ahead and make a notation of that I'm gonna be like, using all called for floss. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a start date and then a finish date. And obviously I finish, or whenever I finish, I come in and add the date. And today is 12/1. In my notes down here, this is kind of like where I add any bits of information about like, is this a stitch along? Is it a star along? Is there anything special about this? So in this situation, this is gonna be my first new start for 2025 Flossmas. Okay. I think you saw, other times in the past I have gone through, I have added some stickers or, some washi tape here and there. I may come back and do that later. For now though, whenever I'm pulling stickers out, it's like all over my desk and it would be nothing but me like flipping through little things of stickers. I am excited about this though. I have had all of the fancy flosses for this kitted up for a while now. I try to do a Christmas pattern every year around this time, and sometimes I finish them, sometimes I don't. I probably won't finish this year, obviously, especially as I've been like adding more and more projects to my like whip pile. It's been getting a little harder to keep up and actually like finish some stuff, but I am excited to get a start on this. I love this kind of like rustic Christmas. I feel like if I take you on a Christmas decor tour, I have like different pockets of like different like Christmas aesthetics around my house. So like in my kitchen, I have like this cute like Santa's bakery aesthetic, and then like parts of my living room is more like vintage Christmas, and then I have this like one little table over here that's more like woodland Christmas, and so I think this fits my woodland Christmas like pile. But yeah, okay, that is what I wanted to show you now. I am getting ready to head out to go pick up my son from school. When he comes home, we'll get his homework done, and then him and I will sit down, and you'll probably see another overhead picture like this, where we're gonna pull out some patterns, and he's gonna help me pick the 2026 Christmas ornament. While I'm talking about that, though, and before he gets home, because really that clip is gonna be short, sweet, to the point, because he is a little ball of chaos when he first gets home from school. Let me find, I'm gonna pause. Let me find previous year's ornaments, and I can show you those so you can get a good idea of what it is that I'll be doing. Show you some previous ornaments. So I really started stitching heavily again in 2022 specifically, and I started off by being super inspired by all of the needlework girlies making these ornaments. So the first year, this was the first ornament I made. I'm still very proud of all of these finishes. I think I did a really good job considering. But yeah, this is the first one. If I can dig up the pattern designer for any of these, I will. Honestly, I think this might have been one I found on Pinterest, which now looking back on it, it makes me feel like it's stolen, like a stolen design. Let's see if I can bring it up a little bit more. Hopefully y'all are seeing this, but I used invisible thread, and I put this binding around it, and I quilted some fabric on the back. So this was my 2022 piece. Then I think 2023, correct, was this little happy cat. Got a hair there. Again, similar style. I'm gonna do the same style this year as I've done in years past, but this is a cute little cat that my son picked out. I definitely know I got this one off Etsy, this pattern, so I will show y'all that shortly, or who did it shortly. And here is the quilted back for 2023. This year I did a embroidered 23, so I remember the year. But yeah, here she is in all her cute little glory. I really love this one. I love the colors. I thought it was so happy and cheery. And then last year, 2024, I did this Baba Yaga finish, or it's Baba Yaga's hut. If there's one thing to know about me, is I am obsessed with folklore, and specifically like Eastern European folklore. I think it's so interesting. So obviously Baba Yaga features heavily in some of that, and this is her little hut. My son actually helped me pick this out. He said, "It looks like you, Mom." So I was like, thanks, man. He clocks my aesthetic pretty well. So this was last year's, again, similar style. Actually, I used hot glue for the first time. Oh, I wish I hadn't. I don't love hot glue. This was like the first one I had hot glued. I regret it. I wish I had done a few things differently with this finish. I didn't put any batting behind it, and I hot glued it together instead of using the invisible string to knit, or to sew it together. But it is what it is. We live and we learn. Won't do that this year, or maybe I will, who knows. So this is that finish. All right, friends, well, that is that for now. When he gets home, he will help me pick, and we will figure out what I'll be stitching on next. Hi. All right, hi friends, I'm back, and I brought a special guest. This is my son Tao.
Hi.
Tao is here today to help me pick out our 2025 Christmas pattern for our ornament for the year. And he has helped me pick out different patterns in the past for our seasonal stitching. So most recently he helped me pick out the ghost dog for Halloween, and now it's his annual Christmas patterned pick out. Bug, he knows this because he watches Flosstube with me. Who are all these patterns by?
Lindy Stitches.
Lindy Stitches. And does she have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, so after this one, go subscribe to her YouTube channel.
Shout out Lindy Stitches. Okay, so all 3 patterns I picked out, like he just said, are from Lindy Stitches. And so I'll go through them. I don't know if I've said this already. We're going to talk about what he likes about each one. So let's get started. The first one is Not All Were Sleeping. So it's this one right here. What do you like about it?
It's wearing a sleeping cat with a candle, and it's a cat.
That's what you like?
It's not the only cats, but it's an animal, so it's some sort of animal.
I think it's a cat. Yeah. What do you think about that little mouse down there on it? On this one? You can't see it because the phone's blocking, but you know it's got a little tiny mouse at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I like the little mouse at the bottom too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, to our next pattern called A Thrill of Hope. How do you feel about this one?
I'm not a big fan of it. The only thing I like about it is that it has fire in it.
It's got fire in it. Okay. Let me tell you what I like it. I really like the vintage like brass candle holder for this one.
Me too.
That's why I like this one. And I like the colors on it. The last one is Not Even a Mouse. What do you think about that one?
I like that. I like that it has a mouse in it. And I like how there's like it's sleeping and it has like the little Z's coming up out of it, and then the I basically like the entire pattern.
You like the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Of all of these patterns, which one are you choosing for our 2025 Christmas pattern?
Mouse.
The mouse. Not even a mouse. All right, friends. Well, I am gonna let him go get started on his homework. Thanks for joining us, Tao. Thank you for being our guest today.
Yeah, I'll definitely come back in 5,000 more videos.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of Flvlogsmas. Flvlogsmas. I'm gonna figure out the name eventually. Hi, good morning. Welcome back. Guess you guys didn't really go anywhere, but I did. Thanks for sticking through the video, as long as you have, if you're here. I woke up this morning with a brand new appreciation for the girls and the guys and the folks out here in the world who vlog their daily life. They get up and they vlog and they post daily. It is a wild experience to be honest, and it is not for the weak. I say it's wild. It's not really wild. It's just time consuming, and it is pretty just a labor intensive thing to do. So woke up with appreciation for them. Also woke up with appreciation for folks who just do it while looking like super put together. You could tell probably in that last clip with me and Tao, I was just getting to the point where I was like dead tired from work. My hair was like sticking up. I was just like completely over it. And that, by over it, I mean like over the day. I guess I just wanted to go to sleep. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I wanted to go to sleep. But I did a little bit more filming after that clip ended. I think you've probably already seen it at this point, and that is just of me adding the ornament that Tao picked into my stitching journal. He was very, very excited to be in this episode. Ever since I even floated the idea of a Flosstube and like starting YouTube, he's been my biggest cheerleader. I'll have to find it maybe in a separate clip and add it to another video one day, but he one night we were laying in bed and he was like talking me up. He was like, you should totally do it, you can do it, Mom. Anyway, he's so sweet. He's, like I said, my biggest cheerleader. Was very excited to be in that episode, and then of course he was like, I was so nervous. So thanks for being there for his, you know, his first appearance in the YouTube world. I don't think it's going to be a thing that happens very often. I feel weird about child stars. You know, like, obviously this is not like a Ryan's World or a Blippi or like some other one of those YouTube channels where it's like family content. We're not doing that. All right. I think yesterday afternoon, after all of that happened, I mostly was a little brain dead, and I did get some stitching done, so I'll show you that before we end today's video. And yeah, let's hop into that really quick. So here it is. I got about 220 stitches done, I think, last night on All Is Calm by Lila Studios. Just so y'all know, I know the lighting isn't great in here, but you know what? You can have one of two things. You have good lighting for cross stitch, or mood lighting with a Christmas tree. For the purpose of the vlog, we're going with bad lighting for cross stitch and good lighting for a Christmas tree. So this is what I got done. Hold it up close. This is on a 28 count Lugana. It's Oaken by Picture This Plus. I really enjoy this color. I think it's just the perfect mid-tone taupey neutral. It's great. I want to get some more stitching done on this before I start the ornament. Once I start the ornament, it is something I will focus on and not put down until I'm finished with it. Mostly because I want to get it up. I want to get on my tree. You can see one of the ornaments I've shown you yesterday. We put them up on the tree once we were done with that clip. Yeah, so I will knock that out, maybe start over the weekend. You'll find out in an upcoming episode. And yeah, I think for maybe my next episode, we'll show some progress here on what I've done with this. We will get a start on the ornament, and then I would like to do some pattern organization. We'll probably split that up between physical patterns, digital patterns, with my no buy low buy coming up next year, or like started yesterday, December 1st. I think one thing that really already inspires me is shopping my own stash. So you're gonna hear this term come up a lot, like, let's shop the stash. And I would like to make sure that my pattern stash is well organized, so when it comes time to, like, you know, look for something new, because I know at some point in time mid-year I'm gonna be like, I don't have anything to stitch, and like, I know this about myself. All I need to do is pull out all my patterns and look through all the beautiful things that I own, and I will be able to find something. So I would like to make sure those are organized in a cohesive way before I get into the throes of, like, I don't have a thing to stitch. I don't have any patterns. I've got more patterns than I could ever cross stitch in this house, actually. Whenever I was thinking about it recently, I was like, oh, you know, I do have a good amount of cross stitch patterns, but like, it's not like that many. And then I started thinking about all of the vintage cross-stitch magazines that I own. I came across a stash of them earlier this year. I don't know exactly what happened to this sweet lady that owned all of these magazines before, but I went to a used bookstore that I really love in town. It's called The Book Lady, if anybody is in the Charlotte Monroe area, or Charlotte Monroe Indian Trail, just that general location. The Book Lady is literally my favorite used bookstore of all time. It's amazing. I love the people that work there. They're fantastic. But somebody had donated a massive, and when I say massive, I mean just like huge stack of just cross-stitch magazines, starting in like maybe the 70s, 80s, early 90s is what it all is. I have so many patterns that I could go through from those, from just my normal purchasing from, you know, different designers that I like stash, but I really want to get all of that organized. So I do think we'll do a physical pattern organization and then probably a digital one as well. Plans for a future video, I suppose. Okay, with that, thank you so much for embarking on my first Flvlogmas. Is that really what I'm gonna call it? Flvlogmas? Flvlogmas? I guess so, it's sticking. For my first Flvlogmas foray. Okay, have a great day. I'm gonna go to work now, and I will see y'all soon. Goodbye.